Have you ever been talking with your friend and he's telling you about a radical feminist that he heard about or some SJW that censored some YouTuber and you think to yourself, wow, feminists suck, anti-racists suck, PC gamers suck? Well, it's normal to have that reaction, but the truth is that not every feminist is insane, not every Christian wants to shove the religion down your throat, and not every console gamer is a radical peasant. I want to talk about this in a series of videos that I'm going to call Everything is Person to Person. In the first video, I would like to discuss PC elitists. Now let's first delve into what exactly a PC elitist is. Have you ever been on Reddit or a gaming forum and you see some jerk boasting about his specs, telling everyone who plays on consoles that they're peasants, and even to everyone who has lower specs than he is a peasant to him? This is a PC elitist. So what is the difference between a PC elitist and a PC gamer, you may ask? Don't all PC gamers do this? And to a very wide extent, this remark can be true. Those of us out there who are PC gamers may at one point have discussed our hardware with one another. Not to boast or brag, but because we like to compare specs with one another just the same as those guys at a car show love talking about what's under the hood of their custom-built Mustangs and Chargers. It's something we built, and we're proud of ourselves and like to share. That's kind of how all humans are, and regardless of whether or not you've built a PC, I can guarantee you've probably done this with something in your life. Another thing you may have done as a PC gamer is encounter a radical console gamer. Now, a PC elitist would argue with the guy right off the bat, trying as hard as he can to make the guy feel stupid and worth less than himself, whereas a PC gamer would try to reason first, not calling the guy a peasant until it's deserving or even at all. A lot of us are very reluctant to use that word, even if it's deserving, which is another thing that you will notice. Okay, so why is it I see a ton of PC elitists more than PC gamers? Because radicalism speaks louder than the average, and this is where I'm going to get into the main topic. Everything is person to person. Just because I'm a PC gamer, it doesn't make me an elitist, and categorizing everyone like that is not only demeaning but insulting. Really, most of us are just gamers who got sick of Sony and Microsoft controlling everything we did. Some of us switched for higher frame rates, some of us for mods, some of us because we couldn't afford the monthly or yearly online service, and for a lot of us it was a combination of many of those things and more. Now the thing you may ask is, well, if PC gamers are so different than those elitists, how come then when they argue with us, they use the same arguments as a regular PC gamer to defend the PC? When I see console gamers argue for their consoles, the arguments are a lot different than when arguing with a console peasant, as opposed to a regular gamer. And this is true, and the unfortunate thing, this is actually what makes PC elitists worse than console peasants. And that is that when it comes to hardware, when it comes to gaming, and when it comes to the entire industry itself, PC gamers tend to know more about it. This is not because we're inherently or naturally more intelligent. It's because as a PC gamer, you have to learn. You have to gain knowledge on the industry, on hardware, and everything about gaming. And here's why. When you go to build a PC, yes, it's easy, but naturally you aren't going to just chance it. You're going to do some research. When picking out your hardware, you're going to do research on each part. When a certain game isn't working, you're going to do research on how to fix it. When a game is not optimized well, you're going to wonder why, and you're going to do some research. And as time goes on and all these natural coincidences force you to gain knowledge, you start gaining your own curiosity and look further into it on your own. Whereas with a console gamer, they don't have to worry about the hardware inside their system. If the company says it's powerful, you have to believe them. But then why did I say this makes PC elitists worse than console peasants? Because they should know better. They should be smart enough and mature enough to not let themselves act this way, and they don't. Now, credit where credit is due, a lot of these PC elitists act this way because they're still mid-transition and still don't understand. But there are a good amount of them that are informed, have the knowledge but lack the maturity, and makes PC gaming a joke, makes the PC Master Race a joke, and from the outside, makes PC gamers look like stuck-up, pretentious rich kids who scoff at those less fortunate. Make fun of those with lower spec PCs and belittle those who just like gaming on consoles, and the problem is, PC elitists inherently make more console peasants. Think about it. Let's say person A is a PC gamer, person B is a console gamer. These people are equal, not above or below each other. Let's say they're even twins. However, the PC gamer has the superior system and one day tells the console gamer that he will never live up to him because he games on a crappy inferior system. Now some may brush this off, and kudos to you, but there is also that chance that this console gamer lashes out and says something radicalistic like 30 FPS is more cinematic and follows this path. This could easily have been avoided, and this is what I always strive to do and implore others to do as well. If you encounter a console gamer, don't bring up PC gaming being superior. Wait for them to make the first step, and then calmly and maturely show them how what you're saying is factual. Logic dictates, guys. Really, everything is person to person. This blanket idea that because you're a PC gamer, you're automatically an elitist too, is ridiculous. And just because you believe in something, it doesn't mean you're also the most radical part of that. This is why I'm making this series, and I hope that I'm not blowing anyone's mind. This should be common sense, but I know there are those out there who truly need a wake-up call like this, and I hope this can help them in some way. Just remember that just because I'm a PC gamer, it doesn't mean I'm better than you. It doesn't mean that I think I'm better than you. All it means is that my piece of plastic is superior to your piece of plastic. Got a problem with that? Well, facts are facts. That's why I'm a PC gamer.